What's up, guys? Kenavitsky here for another weekly blog thing. What I'm going to start doing from this week on is that I'm starting to film all my training, and we're talking about that a bit more now that we're getting back into the swing of things as well. So this last week was first week back in long time, really long time. I've trained here and there, but nothing consistent for probably around 2 months now. Just, business with Black Friday got crazy. Then, Christmas was there, and, trying to get everything closed out for the end of the year with Cerberus and just a bunch of other stuff in my personal life. Trying to get all taken care of, so it's been a bit of a hectic period. So, the other thing I found out, let me think, around... trying to think when this was, probably right at the tail end of 2018, was I've been having some issues with my hand for quite a long time, in that my right hand, my ring and pinky finger lose grip quite rapidly, or don't have grip at all at times. It's been obviously really hindering strongman stuff at times, namely, nationals in 2015 when I was a lightweight. I was doing really well and ended up not finishing the farmers and lost a hell of a lot of points, and that really screwed me for the whole contest. And then, I've not really addressed it or anything like that, so I ended up addressing it end of the last year. Went to see a therapist here in Portland, Cairo, and then there's a lot of medical stuff as well, medical massage and, advanced techniques and all this sort of stuff. So I went to see them, and basically what's going on is that I've got compression of my right brachial plexus. Well, actually it's affecting both hands. I'm just not noticing it as much in my left because the right is so bad. But basically I've got compression of the nerves in my neck, specifically from a herniated disc in my neck, which is then compressing my C8 nerve. I've got compression of the nerves and vessels both at shoulders, shoulder level, and then through both triceps, more so my right tricep, and then into forearm as well, which is causing me all these issues. I've been having some therapy on that. So I started out there, and my grip strength on my left hand was 58 kilos, on my right was 48. And typically for a strength athlete, specifically strongman, the therapist was telling me that you would want my grip to be minimum 70. So obviously really far away from that. I have my dog with me today, so as I always have the dog here, and I try and film stuff in the past, and he's been okay, but apparently today he's not playing games, or playing ball. So hopefully I want to cut this, but if you hear any barking or anything in the background, it's because he's barking at the neighbours. So anyway, had some therapy on them continually. I have another one on Thursday, and basically my grip strength is now damn near even. I used to be able to double overhand 500 pounds on the deadlift, no problem. When I was out in New Hampshire over Christmas, I couldn't do 315. It was coming at my hands. This past week, 405 was no problem. So looking forward to seeing how it goes and getting that back up there and seeing what we can do, So things are feeling better. I'd never had any neck pain. Then when I started getting neck pain, and when I started going to therapy, basically everything was they call it centralizing, when you're getting a lot more. My thoracic spine was starting to loosen off a little bit, and that's basically what the issue was. Because I had not had any traumatic injury, the problem was that my thoracic was so tight, the pressure has to go somewhere, and it ended up going on that disc. Basically, your lumbar and your thoracic and your cervical is supposed to be really, really stable. Your thoracic is your mobile bit of your spine, and because mine was immobile, basically all the pressure that thoracic spine would normally take and distribute just had to go somewhere, and it went to my cervical disc, and that's why it had that issue. So things are coming back, which is really cool to see. You know, I used to have like, I used to feel like when I'd close my hand that my finger, my ring and pinky finger felt super like thick, almost like a normal hand, and then a part of my hand was twice the size. So now it's actually feeling like I can lock it again and shut it closed quite nicely again, which is cool after so many years. So you know, I'm just going to keep going to therapy weekly. We started doing some stuff in my lower body a couple of weeks ago. I got grassed on Saturday. That was not fun, like my calves. With my calves, I've had like 20 tears between both legs over the years. So when they grassed them, it was really, really bad. Did some hamstring stuff. So when I ran my medley on yoke and sandbag for my conditioning stuff yesterday, not good. I mean, the weights were light, 600 yoke, 220 bag, and I'm like hardly able to walk with the bag. The yoke's super slow, and one, I'm detrained to all hell, and then two, you know, just having that work done, I was beat to crap. So this past week, I pulled up. I started working with Rob Kearney for training. You know, Rob and I are really good friends. When I got to New Hampshire, I try and train with him as much as I can. This next time I go out, I'll be training with him again. And you know, we sit and bounce ideas off each other for training a lot of the time. He's with Poundstone now, and I really, really like the style that Derek's doing with him. And you know, honestly, with the business, I just don't have time to sit here and try and plan training and you know plan stuff with Cerberus for growth and do orders and you know coaching and God knows what else. So you know, just reached that point where it's like, you know what, you know, Rob's already, you know, we're already discussing things like all the time. Why not bring Rob on and have him do the programming for me? So last week was the first week with him. I did my press day, which is day one, by myself, and then he did the other 3 days. So you know, pretty good. I mean, we're working on like more like a conditioning, hypertrophy conditioning type of stuff right now. Just because I am detrained and trying to get me back consistent. I'm really heavy right now. I'm like 310. I think it was 308 this morning, which is really heavy for me. I don't feel bad until I come to do, you know, reps and stuff like that. So trying to get my conditioning back up and see where that goes. So yesterday was the last session, event day. Did some timed log press, nothing heavy. The weight felt great. You know, this is 240 here. Weight felt good. Just a case of being super unconditioned. So I'm breathing like, you know, fat kid, and I can't even think of an analogy right now. You know, I'm breathing so hard because it's time sets with that limited rest between them. Like I'm hard to get my breath back. But you know, it'll come. Adaptation will be quicker than that, I think. You know, and then having my diet back in on check as well helps a hell of a lot too. So did this yoke sandbag medley. This is set 3 I'm showing just because it was the worst. Like I literally, my calves were so blown up, and I don't know if it's a case of, well, I know it's from the grass then as well, from that, like I can hardly even, I literally tried to feel, like mentally try to run. I'm like, I got nothing, I can't run after this set, you know. So did that. Finished it up. It was pretty crappy to say the least for a lightweight, but whatever. And then we just finished up with some stones here. Just 230, 58 inches, sets of 6, one motion. Just trying to get the conditioning up and get underweight again. So that was training yesterday. Nothing really, you know, nothing to write home about. But that said, it is work. It is getting back in the gym, being consistent again. And everything else. So today is a day off. I'm catching up with Cerberus work. What I've started to do is try and have a bit more of a life balance, because for a number of years here it's literally been all go all the damn time. So while I'm still doing Cerberus work over the weekend, I'm just not processing orders over the weekend. So today, you know, I got up and processed orders and, you know, got them all ready to get shipped out, dropped off at the post office. When I head out here in, you know, however long. And today is just active recovery day, so I got some exercises I need to do for therapy to try and get my, you know, thoracics moving well, or a lot better than they are now. And they already are moving better. There was some of the adjustments on last Thursday, for the thoracic. They didn't even have to, really hit me hard. It was basically put me in the position, take my breath, and then apply a tiny bit of pressure, and then it was go back in. So that's obviously progress. So we'll hit some exercises today, hit some rehab stuff, and then it's not a bad day here in Portland or Vancouver. So I'll go down to the river. As I said, I got Onyx here with me today, so I'll take him for a walk, a little bit of R&R for me, move a little bit, and then get him some exercise as well. And then in tomorrow is day one, week 2, day 1. So it's my first day 1 with Rob. Got some press stuff, and then day 2 is squat deadlift and other stuff. Day 3 is more press, and then day 4 is events. So really looking forward to the week. I have the PDX powerlifting meet as on Saturday, so Cerberus is sponsoring that. So I'll go down there and show some support to the athletes and hand out. We're doing a farthest travelled athlete award, so have that for them on Saturday. If you're in the Portland area, come check it out. And got some videos coming for Cerberus as well, so keep an eye out for those. And until next time, thank you for watching. If you have questions or anything like that, comment in the comment below the video, subscribe to these videos, and thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.